Welcome to Papercraft Possibilities. I am Susan. Today we're going to complete a 2-page scrapbook layout with these pictures. They were from a trip that my husband and I took to Lake Tahoe back in 2008. And gosh, isn't that lake just incredible? If you've never been, take some time to go there. Anyways, I'll tell you some stories about what happened later when we get into these pages. I am going to be using this layout from the Close to My Heart layout book that we had. It was volume 3. And speaking of Close to My Heart, here I have a collection which is called Lake Life that I never finished using. And here's some miscellaneous pieces. So I thought today we would get started and use up some of my stash. Here we go. To get started, I'm going to bring in my Versamats, and I believe I'm going to try and make this my base color. This is an old Close to My Heart color, but in Stampin' Up, I think it would be called Wild Wheat. So if you want to follow along, and let me bring in some of my photos and my scraps of paper and see where we can get. As I'm entitled to do, all of us scrapbookers are, I decided to change papers. So these have some, what do you call them? Oars, whatever you'd like to call them. You can tell I don't spend much time on the lake. Anyways, I'm gonna go with this paper. Hopefully you can see that design there. So there is a direction to this. I guess you could have them going up, but I'm gonna have these little paddles, oars, how you paddle a boat, whatever they are, I'm gonna have them pointing down. So there we go. Then I've got these pieces, and I think I might try them up at the top. Let's see how that goes. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna want them at the top or the bottom. There's a lot of words here, but there is no direction to those words. And then we have these pieces. What should I do with these? Maybe up in here. Let's see what this looks like. Let me bring in my photos before we get too far here so I can place those down. I have my pictures laid out where I think I might want them. And I have some scraps of this, sapphire, I believe it is, and it's from Close to My Heart. Or in Stampin' Up! World, you could use Night of Navy. And I want to bring in some more of the blues. Although this isn't necessarily one of the colors in this collection, I think because of our shirts and the blues we're wearing, I think it'll work. Then we have these strips, and these are called zip strips or branding strips from the paper from Close to My Heart, and it was nice to have those. And I think I'm gonna run them down at the bottom here. Now normally, if I were trying to conserve on paper, I would cut this up and only use a portion of it. But at this point, I'm trying to, so I could cut out the 6-inch portion here, but I'm not gonna do that because I am trying to use up my Close to My Heart product. Then on this piece, I wanna line up the bottoms here. So this matches up with this. And again, I think I'll come in with some blue on here and do some matting. And then I'm gonna bring in some stickers. Let me cut those mats because I think it'll give me a better idea of what I wanna do. So let me get that together. I've cut some mats, excuse me. And first I just started with the blue, and it wasn't doing a whole lot for me. I don't know what it was. So then I decided to go with a trusty old white for a double mat. And for some reason, I'm kind of going back and forth with it. It catches on the clouds, and I like that. But there is like another warmer tone in the words here, and it was throwing me a bit. So then I came over to, I'm just gonna call this Wild Wheat, this paper. And I think I like that best. It brings out the tree, the bark in the tree, and it brings in this color from this paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut some new mats and do a double mat. I've gone ahead and I've laid this out with my double mats, and I'm really happy with that. I'm trying to figure out where I want the titles, and then I've got my stickers here too. So what I think I'm gonna do, I had seen someone else do this, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna cut these out instead of like chalking up the back of these with our embossing powder or our static free powder. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut them out and lay them in place. And if I don't use them, then I'll just put them all back in a bag with this collection of paper. Obviously, I'm not gonna use them all. So I'm gonna pull these out or cut them out and place them where I think they might work. We'll play around with it. I've been kind of messing around with bringing these, which are up here, down here to see how I like it. And then I'm realizing I have more, like I have an even space over here, and this is kind of off kilter. And I'm wanting to put a title up here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch these around. I think I'm liking this better. So let me bring in this title and we'll see how this looks. I did this on my Cricut, and I've used the sapphire and the darker brown paper, which we talked about earlier, like the wild weed, I believe is what it's called from Stampin' Up. Okay, let's see. I like that there. So what I've also done while I was off screen for a few minutes is, this is one of the stickers. I thought about bringing it in over here. I'm not wanting to get too wordy. In other words, I don't want too many words on the paper. And so it could be this one or that one. My gut instinct is going with that particular sticker. And obviously I've just roughly cut around it so it'll look better. Then I have come in and I've used this stamp set. This was actually, it came out at Christmas time, Peaceful Evergreens, and it's a red rubber stamp and it has dies with it. And I didn't want it to look like snow, which it could if I hadn't kind of touched up the sides with, I used Old Olive on this, and then also the other color I used was here on my desk, Old Olive and, bear with me, Mossy Meadow. So it was Mossy Meadow, pardon me. I used Old Olive and it wasn't looking dark enough. So I stamped these, then I did this die cut out of Mossy Meadow, and I actually put a little bit of the brown in the background, which is Pecan Pie. And I just didn't want it to look like a snowy feature. So I've cut out a bunch of those. I've cut out some of these smaller trees, and I've kind of done a silhouette with them. I thought it would look good to have them do a shadow behind there. Then on one of the stamp sets from, I'm gonna pull it out somewhere. Here it is. It's from Close to My Heart. And there's some acorns on here, pine cones, and some pine needles. So I've gone in and used that for this. I've always loved this little pine cone. And here's some spruce leaves or needles. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put you on fast forward while I try and arrange some of this.
Stand by the fire, your tiny hand in mine, you're 5 feet off the ground, you rest on my shoulder, the stars convey the light, so fragile in the night, in this moment, forever be, in this moment, forever forever be, forever be. The night fades like a whispered song as time rushes on. Oh, it won't be long, fading now into a memory, a picture on the wall, a moment frozen not to fall. In this moment, in this moment, forever be, forever be. In this moment, in this moment, forever be, forever be.
So I think I'm happy with this. Obviously it's just kind of sitting here, but I decided to do journaling here. I was going to come in and put one of the stickers here or one of the stickers here, and I decided not to. I just didn't want to be too wordy with the big titles. They were kind of competing with one another. So I'm going to do some journaling here, and the reason why I have a lot to say in this area is because this is when a time when my husband and I were dating, and on our first date, we were in San Diego. That's where my husband lived at the time. We went down to the tide pools, and I fell and got saturated in the tide pools. And on this particular trip, I fell, was it 2 or 3 times? 2 times I know of. I think there was a third also at different times on this trip. And my husband's son, who was with us, and his friend just got the biggest kick out of it. It has become a joke with my husband and I since we've been married. And this picture here, because I've done a lot of photography work, but anyways, this picture here, I was getting close to the water with my good camera, and everyone was saying, "Stay away from the water." So a lot of good memories on this trip. And then this picture here, I'd kind of fudged around with how I wanted them to be laid out, but this picture I'm kind of looking towards the center. My body's kind of turned towards the center this way, and so is this. And I wanted my husband in the center here. So I think I'm set with this. I'm gonna, after I get everything glued down, I'm gonna come back and I am going to be doing just some little add-ons, some more stickers. We have everything glued down. I've gone ahead and I've added my journaling. And I've put down our trees. I put some 3-dimensionals on quite a few things. And then there were some things that I had cut out on these strips of, bear with me, I'm gathering them here. These strips of stickers. So I wanted to bring in some of them and see if they made sense. Bear with me while I'm over here getting some of them that I've cut apart. And I tell you, this story just makes me smile. Every time I open my scrapbook, I'm gonna look at this and it's just gonna make my day. So isn't that what scrapbooking is all about? So blessed would definitely fit the story here. And good times would also work. I'm not sure where I would put that. Jump on in, that's for another page. of my swimming. Breathe, I'm not sure that is appropriate for there. Good Times could work underneath the Lake Tahoe. Splash, again, we'll leave that for another page. Let me square this up a little here. I must have knocked it. Okay. And then we decided we're gonna leave that for another one. That's just gonna blend in. I was thinking about lake life. That just kind of blends in. And this yellow really doesn't work well with this tan in here, or the wild wheat as we're calling it. And I don't think this one works either. So let me just pull this out just to make sure. I'm wondering if this one would work. I don't think so. That will go well on another page though, because we had we have a picture of us sitting in some Andorot chair, and I can never say that word. Help me say that, guys. Okay, and then we were on a rafting trip, so I'm going to save that for there. And I do like this lake, this hexagon, but I don't see rust anywhere else on my page, so I'm going to bypass that. So I think that's going to do it. Maybe this hexagon. No, doesn't work right with this page. So let's bring in this blessed. And I think I'm just going to put it right here. And the Good Times, I think it goes well. Well, obviously it's from this set, so the greens are going to be the same. So I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to put it right under my Lake Tahoe sign. I don't think that's 100% straight, but it might be down. Nope. I might have a second chance here. Nope, it's down. I don't want to rip the paper. So I wanted to bring back in where we originally started from, which was this page. And you can see, as often happens with me, and I'm sure with other crafters, it gets a little, we get into it and we do our own thing. But this was a good place to start. And all of these pictures or pages have an equivalent of 3 4x6s. And here I have, which would be 1, 2, and then 3. So I have 3.5 4x6s. So I didn't go away from that too much, but I did change up the page quite a bit. So anyways, I'll let y'all go, but hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully you will leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. And please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps us out a lot over on YouTube. They really like that. And until next time, everyone, you have a good day. Bye-bye.
We stand by the fire, your tiny hand in mine. You're 5 feet off the ground. You're ready.